Hi, this is Premjit from civilerra.com. Today I am here with a new video on structural engineering, and today I am discussing one doubt one of the student, a young engineer, posed to me in one of the discussion forums. So here is the question. STAAD gives moment at the center of the column. ETABS is giving at the face. Which is right, X or Y is the design moment? So let us see the question in terms of a sketch. So here I have sketched that. So this is the question. So you have a beam, and according to him, STAAD gives the moment at the center of the model. So X is the STAAD model moment, and Y is that you get from ETABS at the face of the column. Which is right is the question. So now this question also reinforces one fact, that is, knowledge of software is one thing and understanding of the basics and the requirement is another thing. So you should have both in order to have a sound understanding and decision making ability. So if these questions and answers are important to you and you are curious about it, I request you to follow us, request you to like our YouTube channel, and also follow us on civilerra.com/blog by subscribing it to the blogs in our website. So let us discuss this question in a bit detail. It's fairly simple. Only thing is that you should use your logic and understanding to arrive at the solution. Some of you may be already knowing that, but there are a lot many young engineers who might be confused by this question. So let me attend to that. So first I will show you ETABS model and a STAAD model so that you are understanding a bit more clearly what I mean by this. So here this is an ETABS real model, a project that we are doing in Bangalore. I will take one beam in this and then show you the moment. This is ETABS. So let me take maybe this particular, so I will take one floor and show selected objects only, and then let me go to 3D view. So you can see the section, and let me just show the moments as well for you. So for simplicity, I'm going to take UDCon 2, which is actually dead load, live load combination. So I will show you that particular moment. So let the value also be there. So I have displayed the moment value. So you can see a gap here. So this column is 600 in size, and that's the reason that you can see the moment away from that column. So it's not at the center, it is away from the column at the face of the column. So now if you look at STAAD, you can see that the moment is not displayed at the face but at the center of the column. So this is the difference. In STAAD you are getting it at the center, and in ETABS you are getting it at the face. So which is right? That's the question posed by the student. So if you see, the moment at the center would be larger and the moment at the face would be lesser. So which one to consider? Now coming back to the discussion, if you look at code has a provision 22.6.1. It says that for monolithic construction, the moments computed at the face of the support shall be used in the design of the members and those sections. For non-monolithic construction, the design of the member shall be done keeping in view 22.2. So let's forget about that. So it says that your moment is critical at the face of the column. So what it means is, if I draw the plan, and if this is your frame, and if this is your column, what the code says is that you take the moment at the face. So if I draw that, this is your frame, this is your column, this is your beam, and what the code is saying is that if this is your moment, you take at the face, whatever is coming at the face of the column, that moment is what you need to take, not at the center. You can take it at the face of the column. So that's a smaller moment. Now, why does the code says that? Now, to understand this, you need to understand that when we modeled in ETABS or in STAAD, what we have done is we have modeled the member as a stick. This is a stick. What I mean by stick is that this is a line member. You have modeled only its length. Any member you know that has 3 dimensions. It has length, it has depth and width. But for a normal modeling, when you model something as a column or when you model as a beam, we are only modeling its 1 dimension. That's its length in this case of a column, and length or the span in this case of a beam. Height in the case of a column and the length in the case of a beam. The other 2 dimensions, its depth and width, are assigned to the member. We are not modeling it as a solid element. We are modeling it as a stick and then saying that it has this property. So that's why when you define section properties and frame sections, you give the size. You don't, in fact, model that 500 and 200 in your model. It is assigned. It is not modeled. So based on whatever you have assigned, the inertia of the member is calculated. All the properties are calculated internally. So we are not, in fact, modeling the 3 dimensions. So that's the reason that different softwares are interpreting the results in different ways. But you should have the understanding to realize that STAAD is perhaps giving you at the center, and therefore you will have to reduce it to the face. So you can do it manually, which I will come back later. But at this point in time, let us focus on the question, which is the one to be taken. So ETABS is a bit better in interpreting results here because it's giving to the face of your column. You can take that moment and design, or you can use ETABS itself for its design. Now let us discuss why we are taking it at the face. Now if you look at this diagram, you can see that in the beam column junction, it's a huge chunk of concrete. You have columns, you have slabs, you have beams, everything meeting at one point. So now inside this joint, is it a beam, is it a column, or is it a slab? You have no answer to that. It could be anything. It's a huge stiff mass of concrete there. It necessarily is not going to bend. So until and unless it's bending, you cannot say that it's a beam. So your beam is bending, say, from the face. Inside the column beam junction, you have a huge stiffness there. So it's not going to bend there. And even if you are designing for that particular section in the center, your depth of the beam is much larger. It is not this depth. You have a huge stiffness there. The depth of the beam inside the column beam junction, in case if you are designing, is going to be much larger. You have a floor height for the column there. So it's not going to bend as we think. So here this is the depth for bending, but inside the column it's not going to bend. So it's a stiff and rigid mass there, so you can reduce it to the face of the column. So that's the logic behind that. So STAAD gives you at the center, but that doesn't mean that you have to design it at the center. You can reduce it to the face. In case of ETABS, it's giving you at the face itself. So how do you now reduce it to the face in case of STAAD? So if you want to do it manually, you can always do that. All you have to know is the basic principles. So if you have a bending moment diagram like this, and if your column dimension is 600, and if your moment is 100, you know that you can take the moment at the face and assume that your shear is, say, around 50. I'm just assuming the values. So the moment at the face could be something like 100 minus 50 multiplied by 600 by 2. So this should give you the moment at the face of the column. So in this manner you can do it, but it's not easy as we think, because there are more number of load combinations. It's not just the gravity load combinations that are there. So you have to do it for all the combinations. It's not going to be much easier. So it will take time in case if you are doing it manually. So that's the reason you use plugins for design in case of STAAD, and in case of ETABS, it's anyways giving you to the face. In case of STAAD, you can use RCDC or any other plugins which will allow you to reduce it to the face. So that's how an understanding of the basics and the software will help you. So you need to know both. It's not enough if you concentrate only on tools and softwares in structural engineering. So if you are a student or a young engineer who is wanting to get into structures and want to know more about similar topics and structural design and detailing, I suggest you to visit www.civilera.com and subscribe to our website. There are forms in most of our pages. All you need to do is click and subscribe by providing your information so that you keep getting these videos and blogs. You can also go and check the already published blogs, which are quite informative and are regarded as one of the best blogs in structural engineering. I also request you to like our video and follow the YouTube channel Civilera Bangalore. So once again, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned from it.